You're running ads, your funnel is decent. People are booking calls, but you're not closing deals. Or worse, you're closing 10 to 15% and you can't figure out why. Here's the problem. Your offer is all features, no emotion. And if you don't fix this, you'll never scale past $30,000 to $50,000 a month, because cold traffic doesn't buy based on logic. They buy based on emotion, and then they justify it with logic. So in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to inject emotion into your digital product offer so it actually scales. Let's go. Look, most digital product offers sound like this. Instagram growth course. Module 1, how to optimize your profile. Module 2, content strategy. Module 3, hashtags. Module 4, engagement. Cool. Nobody cares. You're selling features, and features don't scale. Here's why. When you're selling to warm traffic, people who already know you, they buy because they trust you. But when you're actually selling, when you're selling to cold traffic, strangers, they don't know you yet. So they need a reason to care. And that reason is emotion. Let me break down the psychology behind this. There's a concept called features to benefits to meaning. Most people stop at benefits, but if you want to scale, you need to go to meaning. Here's how it works. Feature is what your product is. Benefit is what your product does. Meaning is what your product means to them emotionally. Let me give you an example from a copywriting book. Feature, an 18-volt drill. Benefit, it has more power, never runs out of battery, gets the job done faster. The meaning, you finish your to-do list, sit down with your wife and kids, and actually relax this weekend instead of stressing about unfinished projects. You see the difference? The feature is boring, the benefit is useful, but the meaning, that's what sells, because the meaning taps into emotion, and people buy on emotion. Here's the key. You need to ask yourself, what does this mean to my customer? Not what does my product do, but what does my product mean? Alright, let's apply this to digital products. Let's say you're selling an Instagram growth course. Here's the wrong way to position it. Learn how to grow on Instagram. Module 1, profile optimization. Module 2, content strategy. Module 3, engagement tactics. That's all features. Nobody's buying that. Here's the right way to do it. Start with the meaning. You'll have 10,000 followers in 90 days, which means you'll finally be seen as an authority in your niche, which means clients will start coming to you instead of you chasing them, which means you can stop doing cold outreach and spend that time with your family. You see how that works? You're not selling Instagram growth, you're selling freedom, authority, time back. That's emotion, and emotion is what scales. Here's the framework you need to use. Step 1. Identify the outcome. Example, 10K followers in 90 days. Step 2. Connect it to an emotional benefit using which means. Example, which means you'll be seen as an authority. Step 3. Go deeper. Ask which means again. Example, which means clients will come to you. Step 4. You go even deeper. Ask which means one more time. Example, which means you'll stop chasing clients and get your time back. By the time you're done, you've connected your product to something they deeply care about. Not grow on Instagram, but get your life back. That's what scales. Let me give you another example. Let's say you're selling a high-ticket sales training. Here's the wrong way. Learn how to close high-ticket deals. Module 1, discovery calls. Module 2, objection handling. Module 3, closing techniques. Boring. Nobody cares. Here's the right way. You'll close 30% of your sales calls, which means you'll make $50,000 a month instead of $15,000, which means you can finally afford that house you've been looking at, which means your kids can go to the school you want them to go to, which means you'll stop stressing about money every month. You see, you're not selling sales training, you're selling security, freedom, and peace of mind. That's what people buy. Now here's the secret. There are only a few core emotional motivations that drive all buying decisions. Here they are. Love for family, self, community. Fear of failure, loss, death, embarrassment. Hate of the current situation. competitors, status quo; pride, wanting to be respected, admired; vanity, wanting to look good, feel attractive; greed, wanting more money, success, status; freedom, wanting time, flexibility, control. Your job is to figure out which one of these your audience cares about the most, and then tie your product to that emotion. For example, if you're selling to burnt out entrepreneurs, the emotion is freedom. They don't want more money, they want their life back. So your offer should be, you make 100k a month working 10 hours per week, which means you'll finally have time to see your kids, which means you won't miss another soccer game, which means you'll actually enjoy your life instead of just working. That's emotion. That's what sells at scale. Here are the biggest mistakes I see. Mistake number 1, only listing features. Module 1, Module 2, Module 3. Nobody cares. We got that. Mistake number 2, generic benefits. You'll grow on Instagram. Cool, so what? Mistake number 3, not going deep enough. You stop at the first, which means, instead of going like 3 to 4 levels deep. Mistake number 4, ignoring the emotional motivation. You're selling to people who want freedom, but you're positioning it as make money. Those are different things. Here's the fix. Every time you write an offer, ask yourself, what does this mean to them? Not what does my product do, but what does it mean to them? And keep asking until you hit emotion. Alright, let's wrap this up. If your digital product offer isn't scaling, it's probably because you're selling features. You're telling people what they get, but you're not telling them what it means. And meaning is what creates emotion, and emotion is what sells. So here's your homework. Take your current offer, write down every feature, then for each feature, ask which means 3 to 4 times. By the time you're done, you'll have an offer that connects to something they deeply care about. Not Instagram growth, but freedom, authority, and time with your family. That's what scales. And if you want me to look at your offer and tell you exactly what's missing, book a call. The link is in the description below. I'll audit your offer and I'll tell you exactly how to scale, and I'll do everything for you in 15 days or less. As usual, thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.